First blood spills, I demand more!
Spirits down, Unai will come back to life again. The Frostbite holds him there, but KB tries to create more space with the hook stop and double edge to push up. OD has defensively imprisoned while the Omni Slash does minimal damage. They last in control of Unai. He is going down. Paparazzi needs to be the man up right now. Around there goes your global silence, a huge magnetize, catching IVG, and Paparazzi swaps him out. He goes with the steal on Roshan Radiant. They did kill off Roshan, the Thunderbomb still holds them there. They can't run away, they're all too slow. Upheaval is doing so much work here. KP will jump in, he'll get the last swing up. All the heroes grouped around mid.
They really are, but XXX just goes straight for the jump up. Knows that there's heroes there's a smoke spell. They'll drop down the ultimate. 3 of them at the moment are Liquid caught in it. GA's trying to walk his way out of it. Attempts to blinding light. Roker out of the ultimate, but it doesn't happen. They've already lost 2. XXX trying to finish your miracle with the help of Bernie. They're going to do it. And it's GG. Liquid, they're not sticking around for 55 minutes this time around. They'll accept the beatdown.
They're in on top of Roche. They spot him out already, trying to take it down. Able to snatch the Aegis is Sumail, but BKB comes out. Envy drops the Requiem of Souls. Maybe going to be able to bring down Sumail. That is going to be the Aegis already down. Sumail is also going to get the Eul Scepter, trying to escape, and will be able to run away. It's going to barely be able to survive from that. Oh my god, he's so low, but is going to die to the fours. Wonderful team fight for NP, and it continues over to the side. Universe jumps back in. They're able to take down Envy. Somehow they turn this back around, and now Ortizi's coming back into fight. The Nightmare off onto Arteezy, but the wall vacuum breaking Dota for a second. MSS starting to fall, but he gets the ulti off. They're able to take down Roche, and Aoi does pick it up, but immediately going to be popped. Omni Slash was used, the Battle Fury finally coming into play, and now the arrow connecting as well onto Arteezy. They need to burst him down in this time period, but there's the Grave trying to TP away, and they are going to be able to break that TP.
By the Purge Tree, jumps across, will save the tree. Empire will have time to head in. The Roche is falling incredibly low. Flame Break comes out. They're looking at the Monkey King ult. Can they go for the steal straight in? There's the lasso. They've got the control. They won't take the kill, but they will take the Aegis. Ghostic picks it up, and the damage here from this Maelstrom sniper just peeping through the lineup of LFY. Assassinate there with a 360 no scope. Miposhka on the backlines, looking towards the Shaman. GG's called. It's all too much for LFY, as I think it was already GG when Super just ran in.
Then Dogfights goes in for the kick, looking for the opening. The rock will drop the back, the wall, the three-men fatal bonds. So much damage with the Magnetize combining and the waveform. Paparazzi, he'll get a double kill on Aegis. He's looking for the triple. Arteezy will try and stand his ground, but yet again, another kick in. And Arteezy just can't do enough. Arteezy will fall, the Alchemist as well, and that is the game. There is no more fight in Evil Geniuses. IG Vitality will take the series.
Ice looking for the vision as he sets up, looking towards Ghosty, but immediately the blink onto Nuts is there. Chappie comes out, looking to find the Jakira. The Static Storm will trap down the TB. Can they finish off Black before he gets a chance to Sunder? No, they can't. Black comes out, gets the Sunder off, turns towards FN. The Magnetize comes in, and there's the ultimate. Ice with the two-man stun, and they've got to find one more to find the team wipe there. Faceless. Two of them unable to find and kill him. Could be in trouble. Oh, this cast. Oh, that's beautiful there. The bounces and the Malading. Maposhka's out. They will lose the Centaur though.
This is a great rotation from Ursa.
Yeah, Ursa's just turned up suddenly.
Want to take him down as well. They also spot out the Warlock in the background. Oh god, they're all gonna die. Doesn't manage to get the chaotic offering on. They are gonna come in with Sumail though. A huge meatball deafening blast combination, and suddenly the Magic Man himself might be able to possibly turn this back around. Universe is gonna live. Fate's starting to fall low as well. SC's dealing a lot of damage in this though. Sumail needs to get out right now. Looks to be tier 4s, and unless barring a miracle, some type of a win. Sunstrike takes him down and GG gets called. Great display from EG.
They're smoked up, they get a two-man burrow, great initiation.
Moving right in, the pullback though comes up from Injuly, and that's when the Monkey King goes out, and the burn begins here, and crumbling down is going to be IGV. The time lapse though from Paparazzi, able to get it off just in time, but Boka's still holding on with the help of that Apothic Shield, while on the other side here, OP trying to go for the finish on the Crystal Maiden, will finally be able to get it, but Boka looking to try to run back away. Sakata manning up, running in, will be able to slash him down.
They know he's there now. Injuly spots him. But Boka's jumping around. Primal springs down. Duel coming out. Doesn't get on Sakata.
Might have to settle, but that's when the rock comes out. But he already had the BKB. Laguna's going to be there, trying to go for the finish.
Three-man stun.
But the stun's there. Can they sweep it out and finish off the rest of IG? Turnaround coil connects onto 3. The orb will help get the fish onto the Legion Commander, but that's when the Fable comes out, and they clear through.
And here come the big hits.
This
1,
is slow,
2,
painful death.
3.
The smoke will break from both sides. Arteezy on the front lines, but Matoma and Mind Control, they miss their initiations, and a huge back wall from Universe, catching out 4 of them. Matoma and BKB will try and protect him, but they've already lost Koro. The stun's on the back line. Maybe Miracle is the bigger one. Zai gets the crush. He's protected right now by that Lincoln Sphere, and Miracle, he needs a target. He'll have to sunder his own teammate, Mind Control, and the damage is still too much. Mind Control will jump back in again, but he was the sacrificial, very large lamb of meat. 3 heroes lost for Liquid. They're going to find as well GH in the tree lines. He's starting his TP. Now they see him. Now he's dead. The Burrow Strike onto Arteezy. Mind Control. No! He jumped up, went for the RP, but Arteezy time lapses just in time. And Zai will chase him into the tree line. They pick up the retreating Miracle with the other rotations up. Both will be lost.
Quick blink out from Ice. Long boulder smash actually connects on the 2. There's a roll in. There is the setup with the Omni Slash, but the Static Storm does come out as a response from Wings right now. Firing back in. Shadow blasting him down is going to be able to get it done. Now fighting over the Macro Pyre. Jab's looking to take it to Shadow, but Shadow will be able to blink away from the trouble now. Faith Beyond looking to go for the re-initiate here. Blink moving in, its Lincolns will be popped on the other side. Forced False Promise comes out from Y, trying to dish out the final damage and manages to get the finish on the Spirit Breaker, holding on with his last pistol life before he does pop, but no, he actually lives.
He survives his one. Now Black is getting gone on as well. The right clicks from the Morphling are enough to bring him down. The fight just going
and they call
too long.
The game.
And they
it's
just
just too tough. I mean, can you really blame him though? At that point, it's just getting out of control.
Out. S4 is there. The duel immediately. They're all over these guys. Static Storm is down as well, but I'm not sure if it's going to end up being enough. LFY all over these guys. No Tail trying to find this kill. Hunter just saying is going to be able to kill them back, and now the skewer onto 2. S4 with the plays, able to find it. Monet trying to get out, does manage to get up to the high ground, but is he going to be able to TP away? No, they take him down. Another jump forward, Monet, but there's RP! They take him down! Ana gonna look for a killing spree, and they are gonna be able to find it! 4 dead, 90 seconds, no Morphling!
This is the strongest that they could be, and it's just over.
Oh, no. Off the back of some good decision-making, a couple pickoffs in S4. What a play. OG remain perfect.
Yeah, that'll be Kuroki out and down. That's going to be the captain gone. Jump forward from Miracle though. They'll look to try and punish 40-37, but the Cold Embrace is there. GH with the RP onto 2. MSS in the midst of it all with the Echo Slam, bringing Mind Control down low. Now Howie and Envy turning up, going to work. Can't pipe through Mind Control's health regen. He'll be able to get himself out there as he heads away. It's 1-for-1 at the moment. Roots there though onto MSS. GH and Matuma Man closing back in. They'll make sure they get the favorable trade. Control GH and Kuroki looking to try and finish him down, but Matuma Man coming across with the Timber Chain. Can MP protect him? Can they give him a second chance? It doesn't look like they can as Envy gets skewered back into the claws of Liquid. They'll lose the silencer. MP are still on the retreat. MSS running himself away. Aoi gets chopped down by Matuma Man. Matuma Man looking to, again for a second cleanup. He came in with the first one and he's coming in with a second. Brings down Lina. MSS on his way back to base. Matu. Can he go for any sort of big balls play? He wants to. He's up on the high ground, but his balls, they're going to get chopped off. No, they're not. The axes, they can't do it. It's not enough damage, and it's Matu pulling it off as he picks up the double.
Nyx jumps in, looks for the stun, and then you've got the ultimate out from the Monkey King, covering the area. Roshan is still alive and rather annoyed everyone's knocking on his front door, but they're backing up. Laguna Blade, Crit dropping down low. OP needs some space away from Sumail. He'll turn around, but he gets hit by the meteorite. He'll burn down the Magnetized. Even in death, the work is being done by the Earth Spirit, and the completely bone-dry burning. Moving back to the Tier 1 tower, Blinding Light bringing him back closer towards EG, and he will go down as well. EG. Roshan was their original target, but their real target is now the entire extermination of Invictus Gaming. Tremartizi. And IG will look for a bit of trade-off if they can take out the Tier 1 tower. The kick goes off with a Stampede and Hawkstorm. Perfect! Catching out two. Phoenix as well as Sumail. Sumail's on the run. Silenced up, can't do anything to stop it. Another double edge. And the good game is called. Not even 25 minutes on the clock. And Evil Geniuses, they admit defeat.
Got the Roshal's backpedal a bit, then you get it, and they're like, let's take fights now. And they move in. Double chain setup from Aggressive. They turn around with a Static Storm. helps a bit here. They might be able to get the lockdown finish for OTK, and they will. A 1-for-1 trade, but now the Rock going to be committed onto the top of OG's head. S4 barely holding on, him getting the lasso, hoping that they can get the burst with the assistance of No-Tail, but they will end up losing with the help of Laguna.
Aggressive isn't even going to lose the Aegis either.
Oh no, he's still alive holding on. Still on the high ground. He's trapped up there, but it doesn't matter. They get the finish and they wipe out OG. They start Jarex. They go right in, but have they gone too far? They turn around with their own chains play. Can they get the finish onto Aggressive? Jarex hides within the pit, pops out the ulti. Aggressive though does bounce back to the high ground, and now it's Freeze forced to get hit with the shallow grave to try to stay alive. The song comes out to lock them all in their place. They're also weak and wounded. Can they clean it up? There goes the Riptide. The Self-Astral barely keeps him alive. ROTK is going to get dropped on him in pursuit. Will be able to get the ground on for Aggressive, and Freeze also went down. A total sweep here for OG as they will claim the 4th life.
Want to try and take him. They are running right into Magnus. KP Shadow Bladed. They jump onto him right at the start of this. Is going to be able to find it. RP, but it wasn't quite there onto MSS. They pull him back in. Is all grouped up yet again. Roar dropped, and it does look like looking for a bit more. SC is going to turn now onto the Beastmaster, containing him, killing him, bringing him low. Eternal Envy doing his best in this fight, though. He takes down 4, maybe going to get 5. Oh, owie. Can feel the need of it. There was anime in the air, but not enough.
No, not enough indeed. So Newbie get the 2-0 to make it into top 2.
Yeah, more for Winnie the Pooh. He got absolutely shredded. And NP, they'll try their best. And oh, what the fuck? Envy?
Okay.
That, I don't think I've seen a big amount of void in my life.
It was not enough.